On Monday was the first day of the new school year at Graham Creek Government School. These 32 smiling faces are excited to be back in class. But some of those smiles are because this first day back is an extra special one for them. They have visitors bearing gifts. This doesn't happen every day in Graham Creek. As a matter of fact, it has probably never happened for the southernmost village located deep inside the forest along the Sarsoon River in Toledo. The Hearts of Christ Ministry gifted each student with a brand new backpack filled with school supplies for the school year. The ministry also gave footwear and uniforms. It is just one donor's gift to the school as it reopened its doors on Monday, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
It will make a big difference. Like sometimes I have to buy books and pencils for the children. I have to give them. Now I don't have to do that anymore. Thanks to the business community. Thankful only God can bless them, okay? So it will help them in their learning, especially if we get a new printer. That will ease a lot of work on us because this is a multi-grade school. They are very excited because when I send the news that a gift is coming, so they are very happy.
Since we visited Graham Creek last October, we've kept in touch with the school. You'll recall the principal and teachers call for help. Over the past few months, we reached out to the public and we got a few donations. Full-Tech Systems Limited gifted a much-needed printer and extra toner as well as water bottles. The BTB also donated bottles and some school items for the students. We gave a bag of classroom supplies for the teachers to use, and the FFB donated footballs for playtime.
Thanks very much, Ms. Andrea. I compliment you a lot, and even the camera person. I know it's difficult to reach in Graham Creek, but we hope to build a relationship so that next year we can see better things, so that because basically it's the children, it's not basically us. No? We want to improve their lives so that they can have a better future. No? I'm looking at it like that. No? So thanks very much, and thanks to the business community also.
This time around, we journeyed up the Sarsoon River for over an hour and a half. Accompanied by the BDF, businessman Dennis Garbutt provided a boat to transport the donations. The boat took us up through Graham Creek, where we met the villagers who transported our donations on their backs. And that journey, unlike the scenic boat ride, was rough. We walked and at times got stuck in the swampy, thick mud and vines, slipped and fell on some makeshift bridges made out of fallen logs. The locals made it look easy, but for us, the visitors, it was brutal. I swore to never return to Graham Creek because the first route was tough. But on Monday, I was there again with sticks and helping hands to guide me because we needed to get this help to the school. But this is an everyday reality that the residents of Graham Creek face. They have two choices if they want to enter or exit the village. They must navigate the Sarsoon in a dory, traverse the swamp, followed by a hike, or they can do like we did last year, a journey of several hours through a thick forest of countless flooding creeks and rough terrain. Regardless of which route you choose, the journey to Graham Creek is almost impossible to do oftentimes.
It's rough. It's rough. Both ways you take it, it's kind of rough. So hence the reason why we're asking the Prime Minister of Belize to look at our need, like especially like a road, because some of the kids there don't have access to going to secondary education. It's a need for them then. I always lobby on their behalf. No? I registered about 7 kids going to Corazon this year, but only one is going. One of the parents is fortunate, so the others will stay behind. So if the ministry can look into it, like maybe they get some assistance, especially like with food and shelter, then at least they can get, because they have the potential. I have seen people in the past. I know some of my students like Ramiro, we have Alicia. They didn't went to school, but they had the interest now, but they couldn't make it.
When we came the last time in October to now, the difficulty of that journey, it has not changed.
It has not changed. It has not changed. It's always the same. Yeah, it's always the same. I keep telling people like it's always the same. It will never change unless a road is built there. So we are calling on the Prime Minister to look at these things. So because if Machagala can get, maybe we can get also.
And while the conditions in Graham Creek are not likely to change overnight and the school still needs a lot of support, since our last visit exactly 11 months ago, there have been some small changes to celebrate. The school received some tanks to get running water to the village. They've also received flush toilets. Perhaps one of the biggest accomplishments is the teachers' quarters. The last time we were here, the principal and teachers were sleeping inside the classrooms because they didn't have a place to live. But earlier this year, their brand new teachers' quarters was constructed. Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.